We are now live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Kevin and Torsten and George here on Discord with me.
Morning.
Yeah, there we go. We are in a, I don't know, misty, gloomy-looking Porto this morning. It's 18 degrees Celsius, so it's not that cold. Hope we can break through the clouds somewhere quick and get to blue skies. But other than that, we're going to enjoy this flight anyway. I haven't really checked the weather in Lisbon except for just the wind direction, so I think I should really do that. We'll get to that. Gentlemen, this is version 22c that Zibo has given me for the test flight today. The notes, the change log is typed out for you guys below the video. If you click on show more, it talks about this compass rose that has been fixed. Zibo didn't tell me what was wrong with it, so anyway, that has been fixed, it's been worked on. And then also your VOR 1 and 2 displays, as well as your ILS DME has been worked on. There was a missing DME somewhere on the ILS display, so all of those things have been corrected, and we're just going to put the bird through its normal paces. Quick short flight, climbing to flight level 290 because of the entry of the star. There is an altitude restriction. Funny enough, we're taking straight out, so taking off straight out, so we're going to have to climb rather fast to get there. Otherwise, we're not going to have more than 5 or 10 minutes in the cruise. Stephen, good morning. William, good morning. And Steve, good morning. Welcome, gentlemen. I hope you're going to enjoy the flight with us. I'm not flying for the VA today, so there's no pressure on anything in terms of time. So let's just make sure we've got 22C. We can stow that and start up our flight and get going. Right. Oh yes, and gentlemen, just before I forget, I'm flying 11:41 after the disappointment with Beta 15. I'm not going to fly that until they fix it again, unless I'm specifically asked to do so. We'll just stick to the basics. Right, the line that comes back there is obviously part of our missed approach procedure, FYI. We're going to take a wide turn today before we get back. It's just all to do with this flight level situation. So. Alright, B6 as usual is a bit of a pain. Need to just look which one we're going to drop here. There's runway 3, we need B6. That is our final approach fix, so we really need that. But we don't want to have a double so that it flies past, turn around, come back and try again. We don't want to do that. thing. We have to get to 290. Okay, let's take 310. Let's see. Okay, so we've got an altitude restriction in the way there. We should take that one. Right, we will do a step climb then and just get past that restriction at the end. Otherwise, we're going to have other issues crop up. So we'll have to adapt.
I'm surprised that stopped you, Nico, because that restriction's set 290 or below.
Yeah. What happened in the past, so I don't know if Zibo changed the code here. What happened in the past is you had to be above or at 29. Then what happens is just as you get closer to the waypoint, it would drop you like 200 feet or so, and it will take you below the 290. That would be like a step down. All right, you would then pass it, it would recalculate the top of descent, and you'll get like another 2 top of descent little annunciators. Okay, and it will then go down. So I'm not sure how the code has changed and what the issue is, but I mean, if you look at the cruise page, we should be able to fly 25239. I mean, that is what is allowed according to Boeing in brackets. Why that is giving it to me, I don't know. I'll have to analyze the thing. I don't have time for it right now because, I mean, it should be perfect. There shouldn't be any issue. But there is, so we just have to adapt to it. Nothing we can do. No point in moaning about it right now. Just weird. 13. There's obviously a rational explanation given. Just don't know what it is right now. Good morning, Sergeant.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right, Nico.
Steve. Wow, I thought I did put them there. Just give me a second. Let me check for you. Yeah, here you go. Let me just take his copy away. So if you go to the Explain 11 folder, Zibo, and then there you see XP Realistic version 2. Those are my settings. Just maybe refresh your browser or something, because it's under Zibo in XP Realistic version 2. Those are my settings. Okay, I want to say something stupid now, but let's test it first. No, it's not that. I was not waiting for my fuel load and everything else to be calculated. I was under the impression, just as an idiot, you know, that maybe it is because, hang on, it's because the load wasn't completed. You understand that the calculations would have been wrong. You know, if I had waited until here and, you know, everything here was done and then typed it, I don't know. I'll ask Zibo. He's obviously watching or going to watch the stream, so he'll come back to me and educate me again. See, unable cruise out. So let's go to 10. Problem is, if you don't have it correct, you're not going to get your top of descent calculated properly. So Steve Mitchell, good morning. All right. Yeah, Steve, of all the things I'm losing in my life, my eyesight is the worst. I'm also using reading glasses now. Not much more than that, but yeah, it's not nice.
You'll be up to 3.25 in no time.
No, shh, don't say that. Right, where are we? We need to move some to the back, so... I've 03, man. Better, more, Ruan. Ruan, I'm testing. Actually, not much. Zibo fixed a couple of graphic anomalies. So as I fly, we'll look at the PFD and the ND and just look at the changes he made there. So, Stephen, yes, that is very definitely a part of it. Very definitely. That is why I didn't go for a full load. Why I reduced it. So there are extenuating circumstances of things that could be influencing it. Weight, very definitely. Short distance, very definitely. But we do have to contend with that altitude restriction. So I'll make a plan. We'll make it work. We'll make it work somewhere, somehow. Right, Ruan, so for you and the guys who joined late, for the guys who joined late, Zibo worked on this compass rose over here on the primary flight display on the VOR displays, and then also the ILS DME that was missing. So we're just gonna keep it like that so you can see for a short while every now and then. Okay.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
Drop to cockpit. Stow is driving up. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Everyone, the higher slot is the higher altitude. So you start from high, lower, lowest. Well, I've never tried it that way. I've just never tried it. I've literally just done it as per the OFP, so
Now connected and bypass.
don't know if it will actually work. We will have to test it.
Starting pushback. You may start the engine.
Alright, you've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of
Everyone, just on that topic, I'm just thinking out loud now. I'm not sure if that could be related to the version of the firmware that is actually in the FMC. Whether it's an SOP, whatever it is, I would think that the firmware might make a difference, because I don't think, you know, you'll purposely make an SOP that's contrary to what the firmware says. So depending on how old or how new that FMC is that the guy was programming, there might be a difference, but other than that, I won't know.
Good morning, Uncle John.
Hello. Hello, Uncle John.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, John.
Trust everyone's well.
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
What's the debate this morning?
Oh, there is no debate, sir. We're just checking the displays. Zibo worked on the primary flight display and the ND. So we're just looking at the numbers and the information that's displayed.
Has he updated?
Yeah, no, well, for me, not for you guys, not yet. No, just for me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is a test flight.
Are you doing one now?
Yes, on YouTube.
Thank you.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Have you got shares in Lima Papa Papa Romeo?
You know I do. Make a lot of money, yes, sir. And you'll see it reflect in your business as well. We're going to sell a lot of turkeys here.
Yeah, apparently, my company was spotted in San Francisco yesterday.
Okay, wow. Awesome.
I think George can confirm that.
Yeah, I think he was the spotter there. That was not nice. Let's go back. Seems like it is a Turkish cargo and a UPS. Not sure what that one is. That looks like a Monarch. There for now. Let's go. Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah. It is a bit of a hard saw. Hey, morning, who's that? Reggie?
It is, yep.
Good morning.
Morning all.
And Anthony, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Anthony.
Good morning. What are we doing?
We're quickly testing 22C.
What's the weather like today in Ireland, John?
How did you know it was in Ireland?
Psychic.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It just comes up on your live stream if you roll over it.
Good morning, Joe. Welcome on board. There is some fine wine in the galley at the back. The beers are in the front. Please help yourself.
Bit early for wine for me.
Well, Albapino is probably bringing the cheese. I think he stashed some here yesterday. So if you just scratch it and there's at least some cheese, it'll help with the wine, Uncle John.
Oh, that'll go down well, especially with some biscuits as well, crispy biscuits.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Oh, there, somebody cracked one open. See, I wasn't lying.
Okay, the cabin is secured.
Nice
Have a good
one.
flight.
I didn't hear the pop.
That was there. It made the correct sound, Uncle John. You can't miss that.
You can't get high-tech sound effects like that just anywhere, John.
Joe, you're welcome. You can just bring me a refill, after takeoff, passing 10,000 feet. That will be sweet. Thank you. 2 sugars and milk.
Negative. You're not drinking if you're up front.
No, I said coffee. We're talking about coffee.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, is 8 hours bottle to throttle. If he's in a can, it's okay.
The can doesn't have the restriction. Okay, all right. Now I learned something new.
Approaching 17. On runway 35.
Morning, Nico. Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Mark.
How's it going?
All good, thank you. And you?
Yeah, very good. I saw one of your comments on Beta 15. I seem to have lost 5 frames per second with Beta 15.
I got a lot of frames with extra, but the graphics is shockingly bad, and some of the stuff just doesn't work on it. So I'm skipping it for now.
Yeah, I've been helping Roy with XP Realistic as well get over a Mac problem we managed yesterday.
Awesome.
Hoping to actually fly again later today. I haven't flown for 2 weeks.
I'll be following you in a minute, Nico. Just started the idea.
No worries. By the way, I am able to fly on Ivea if you want to fly with, if you want me to switch it on. I just haven't logged the flight plan, but maybe it's a bit late in the game. We must do it later on today, then I'll fly with you.
And mentally for that one, at least I can follow your lead.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe, this airport pair, and especially this airport, is dear to my heart, and it's come a long way with this mod.
Approaching 17.
It's only because he's got money in it.
I wish that was so in the real world, man, I tell you. I'd love to own a piece of this property.
On runway 17.
V1. Positive rate.
Too low. Terrain.
$400.
In actual fact, we can go to our change
1,000.
Looks like we're slowly breaking through these clouds. I'm keeping it on 220 level change for maximum climb rate, so we don't waste time to get up to 21 when we will just do a quick step climb to 290, be legal on that star restriction. Ah, Joe, thank you. How much quicker we're getting to top of climb. That's where it was calculated. That's where we're going to be. We can step up.
Selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and
1,000 to go.
Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to let it accelerate to 80 or whatever is indicated there, is above to 80. And then we're going to dial in to 90. Once we get to the speed, and then we're just going to quickly climb again. Hopefully make it in time, because we are on a very, very short freaking flight. That is XAMAX over there, and we need to be at just below 29 there. So we can get up and over, and then it will descend us just below there. You have to. Okay, so while that's happening,
$1,000 to go.
easy peasy, when you know how. Go. Mert, what are you doing? That's not normal. Good morning, by the way. Hello, Mr. Casey. Yeah, test flying as usual. Our top of descent all of a sudden where it should be. Actually think it's a bit late, but it's still there. At least it is there. Because the little nav map top of descent is not scientifically calculated, it's just a guess. On the little nav map that you see there, there is no performance data or atmospheric conditions taken into account. It's just a thumb suck that the program does.
I have Escobar with me.
Awesome. fixed. Top of the descent. John,
Yes, sir.
I'm just checking that you're okay. I see you are flying. I heard something about the island. Are you far from landing?
Not too far from top of descent.
No, okay, cool. Yeah, I was just curious.
But I've got you on screen. I'm watching you as well.
Cool. Next step. Mr. Casey, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, I'm using the other star, Nico.
Yeah, okay. I usually take the one that's a bit closer to the airport. It's a bit of a shallower turn and everything. It's a shorter distance. Today I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it differently. Also, the SID, the SID and star I'm using, both actually, are not the standard ones I normally use.
Okay.
Both of these, in other words, go a little bit wider.
the checking paid off this morning. The upcat waypoint was in there twice.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I was quite pleased with myself, really, for
Very,
finding it.
There's our DME. I didn't realize I had the wrong setting checked here in this touchdown thing. Oops. It was saying it the whole time. Why doesn't it go away now? There we go. Hope it works. Yeah, I bought mine about 3 weeks ago. Kind of sad now.
was that? Courchevel.
Yeah.
You pick any airport you want, and I'll get it for you, as long as it's not more than $5.38.
Tell you what, drop the $5, you keep the 38 cents, you know, and then I'll add the rest to go buy one that I want, because not one of them is $5, 38 cents.
Cheaper?
No, goodness, no. These poor people also need to buy shoes for their kids, you know.
I'm at 7,000. I'm going straight in.
Thank you, George. I appreciate that. You didn't really have to
You
do
can
it.
have the 38 cents.
As well. Okay, thank you. You are a star.
Hey, I figured I got it for free, so if I give you a little bit, it's like I got it for half price, right?
Gotcha. Excellent. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a crazy airport. Wow. It is. Definitely.
I guess that would be a bad time if you're on an ILS and that big super chat thing comes right up in front of your screen.
Oh, it's not in the sim. It's only broadcast.
Oh,
It's
okay,
in the
okay.
broadcast software. So I didn't see it unless I looked at the other screen. Stephen? Yeah, I don't have issues with Explain 1141. The funny thing is when I close Explain, I get a crash right at the very end, just before the screen closes. It actually crashes. And it seems to be Ground Handling Deluxe that's causing it. That's the last inscription before you get the crash. I haven't updated it yet or deemed it necessary to update, so I'm just ignoring it. But in terms of operation, I mean, Explain 1141 is sweet. I don't have issues with it at all.
First airport you come to is a bit disconcerting when you've not flown this before. You think, oh, too high. Good on track.
You gotta keep your eye open. It's like Spokane as well. That military base. If you come from the west, flying east, and you check that runway, all of a sudden you go, "What? What am I missing?"
Yeah, I think I've done it.
Yeah. George here was telling us that guys sometimes make a mistake in the real world and then they go land there.
Really? That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, they do.
It's that little panic trigger in the brain sometimes that becomes unrational and just switches over.
Yeah. Stephen, that is a fixed ring, what we call it, and that is to remind me when my flaps are due. This is just a sequence that we use sometimes for training, and I just thought while I was sitting here doing nothing, I might as well just add them. So the first ring is flaps 1, second ring is now flaps 5, your third ring is gear down flaps 15, and then before you get to the final approach fix, you need to go to your landing configuration. Oh yeah, no, that's a known bug, Mr. Casey. Wow, I mean, same here with me. I can actually show you. Look at my frame rates there. If I move off the map, it just goes back to about 30 or so. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens. Gear down flaps 15 while I'm at my ring. We know about it. Dan is aware about it, but and he said to me personally that, you know, in time he'll fix it. But I don't think there's any fix for it right now. The only way to get better performance with a map in STKP is to go to map version 1. It doesn't have that same hit, but map version 2 is heavy. It's really heavy. Stephen, what you do is you go to your legs page, or you can type it in, it doesn't matter. Then you go and put the fix where you want the rings. You go put it in your scratch pad, you go to the fix page, you enter it, and then you put /753. If you rewind the video, you'll see me actually do it. I just didn't comment while I was doing it, but I did the whole process like 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. Yeah, map 1 in the latest STKP, in your settings there's a flick switch. You just go click on the switch, it flicks over and you're on map 1 and you're okay. I must actually do it again because I was fiddling with map 2 yesterday. So while we're on approach, let me show you quickly. So in your settings, you see there, use older style map instead of the new one. Flick it. If it's on, should be better. The only thing that I have found with this version now is it does not actually track me. You see, you can't see me at all. For some reason, it's not seeing me. And also, if you change your settings here to, let's say, satellite, for instance, it doesn't remember it. So when you go out of the map and you come back in, you're back to that black. You know, so I'm not sure. It's all part, obviously, of, you know, work in progress, but I'm not sure when he's going to fix all that for us. But you can see, look at my FPS. It's like almost normal with this map compared to the other one. Right, are you guys ready to land? Let's just zoom in once more so the guys who want to view all the little DMEs and pieces of information have got the information they need. Let's try and land today.
Yeah, I'm down.
Good. Out of marker. Over here, that white
1,000
line.
feet, stable
That
distance,
white
approach
line,
channel
Joe.
27.
Over here.
Approaching 03.
Yeah, I'm not using yen, I'm actually using ILS today. Unstable air, definitely. Even though there's
Approaching
no winds, this
minimums.
air is unstable.
300. Minimums. 200.
Flight slow. Flight
100.
slow. Flight slow.
50.
Flight slow.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Very nice.
And it didn't give the landing rate. It brings up the little picture but no landing rate. Why?
80 knots. Too good.
Thank you, gents. Okay, I don't know why we cannot see the landing rate. That's silly. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll try and get it working another day. There's no writing. Wonder why. It's supposed to talk with XP UI PC, so it should be connected, but anyway. Yeah. Ah, that's why. I had to go down a little bit more. If you go to the initial setting, there's actually a sub-setting that's called vertical speed. There you go. A little bit soft, really. That's not good in the real world, but anyway, it looked nice. At least it looks nice in the simulator.
That was soft.
Yeah, that was very soft.
What'd you get? I got a 72 earlier today.
59.
I got a variable approach and 5-star landing.
Approach rating was perfect, excellent, and landing rating excellent. Woohoo!
Very good. Yeah, I forgot to set the approach, which is another habit of mine, which I've more or less cured now. I'm just chatting, isn't it?
Alright, gents, I'm gonna park here quickly. I'm not flying for a VA, so I don't have to go very far or whatever. I'm just gonna park and then we can watch a replay. Why not?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning. Aviation Chris, yeah, that's one of the reasons I hate these landing rate little monitor tools, because each one gives you a different rate. STKP gave me the same as this one, so they obviously drawing from the same instance, but the VA is usually about half of this. That's what the VA sees. So when STKP says 200, I know I'm about 100, or when it says 300, I'm about 150. You know, so then there's also the other Lua scripts, you know, that the guys use to provide a landing rate, and unfortunately these things are not very accurate.
Right. I have to early for me these ones, so I've got to have a shower and some breakfast now.
Yeah,
So
go enjoy.
catch up later. Okay.
100%. Enjoy.
Bye then. Got you. Hope you got your shamrock with you, John.
Exactly. Yeah. No. The guys need to decide which data ref they're going to use. You know, which instance, because it's just confusing. And unfortunately, when we talk to the less experienced flight simmers, you know, things like that matter a whole deal to them, which it shouldn't. But anyway. Man, I
Well,
think that.
actually, it's all about how often the scripts are executed.
Yeah,
If
I know. I know.
execute high frequency, they're accurate.
Yeah. I
And
heard you were telling that the other day, Torsten. Go for it.
yeah, for example, smart cars. If you, I don't know if your VA uses it, but mine does.
Yeah.
And it doesn't request data from the sim very high frequency, like every couple of milliseconds or something. Then the larger the distance you drop before you touch down, the harder your landing is going to be, even though it was potentially super smooth.
Yeah. Which is sad, really, because I mean it is now a measuring stick in the community. And like I said, the less experienced guys who haven't done their homework, you know, they tend to believe the nonsense, so to speak, you know, unfortunately.
That's why a float landing is the best one you can do in those. Takes longer for it to settle down.
Yeah, I would say the higher frequency one, which means we're looking at STKP versus you know, and the one I just showed you versus what is that other one? Smart cars. I don't think smart cars is very accurate for the reason that Torsten gave. Smart cars, I don't know, man. Let's look a bit. Don't bank on it, Chris. I'm just giving an opinion, but based upon the evidence presented, I don't think the smart cars is very accurate.
Yeah, with smart cars, if you float for a second quite low over the runway, then you'll always get a good landing rate.
The best thing is to not put any much into any of them.
Yeah, just ignore all of them as far you can.
Yeah, unfortunately though, it counts for the VA, right?
Yeah, that is a bugger. You can say that again. Somebody yesterday on Facebook, I don't know who it was, it could be one of you guys, sorry if I don't remember who it was, but somebody posted a picture where the engine opened up like this with the reverse thrusters on Facebook yesterday, and made a comment, oh, my engine just broke in half. You know, some illiterate aviation person put it on Facebook. It was funny. Hello, Albapino. Welcome.
Seems legit.
Yeah, engine broke in half. Ah! Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lisbon. Thank you for flying with us. It was a bit of a rodeo ride getting to flight level 290 and then getting back, but I believe that all the criteria for the test flight was met. And thank you, Zibo, for this opportunity again. I hope this has showed what it needed to show. Bye, donkey, my Scott. I just got breakfast. Or lunch, whatever. What's the time? Yeah, it's almost lunch. Thank you so much. Gents, ladies, we'll see you guys later on. I'm going to publish it on Discord, but for those of you that don't have our Discord, you can obviously join us. The link is below the video in the notes. But we'll be doing a GA group flight at Princess Juliana and St. Bart's at 1600 Zulu. So if you guys want to come and join us on FS Cloud, please feel free. Please come join us. We're just going to fly prop jobs. Nobody's going to laugh at you if you don't know something or do something. It's for fun. It's for no other reason. It's not training. It's not to see how good or how bad you are. It's just to have fun. So guys, 1600 Zulu today. Come join us. Let's just go have a little bit of fun on the island. See who crashes, see who survives, see who does what. You know, it's just about fun. So, Albapino, come early, then I'll help you install your FS Cloud for you. How's that? My deal with you. Just come join us. I'll help you. I'll install it for you if I have to. Just come join us if you can. Okay. Gents, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, whatever you do, until we talk again. Bye bye for now.